Hi everyone.
Hello.
Um, I know I just jumped last time in because of I couldn't stop the enthusiasm when it came to the subject of Rama. So I would like to formally introduce myself. I am Ganapati Raman, like Lalitha introduced me. Um, I am a Master of Business Administration graduate and working for an IT company. Um, have strong inclinations and devotions towards my Prabhu, my Guru, my Lord Rama, and um, entire part of my life. I would like to be a student of him, uh, given his blessings and grace falls on me. With that being my introduction, um, I, like I said, I couldn't stop my enthusiasm to jump in last time. I honestly apologize for doing that. But I do want to set the context. Alta, thanks for giving that opportunity for me. I do want to set the context. Neha, who is also here, who raised a question, why Rama killed Vali from behind a tree? He could have killed Vali straight away. That was the question raised. Last week, it was in the cusp of I was on the cusp of answering that question. Um, but I do believe Lalita is a good teacher, and she has her teaching techniques have worked very well with me since my age 14. So I didn't want to disturb that. She wants her students to aspire and learn to a point, and then she can carry forward from there. I think that's the intention, I believe. She has always used that with me. It worked with me. I'm sure it will work with all of you. Neha, I know her personally, but I do want to be blunt and rudely honest today in answering the question. Why do I say so? Um, there are some motivated, interested people from the land where I come from, the southern part of the country, who had malicious intent to malign the name Rama, and they have tried their luck for years together, unsuccessfully so. I know Neha is not one such character. I know her personally as well. Her intentions are clear. What this happens, I just wanted to bring that link between um, how people who had some motivated interest can unintentionally bring the thoughts together, and then even for the people who are very neutral minded, who are not having any motivated thoughts, can get um, oh, that's a valid question, that kind of a feeling that would come into our life. But if you see Ramayana objectively, and if you learn something objectively, all the malicious intent would be easy to understand. And I do want to take a moment to say, okay, let's go back to the question. The question is, why Rama killed Vali hiding himself, or um, why did Rama kill Vali in the manner that he did? Uh, Ramayana gives the answer. Every Everywhere, when we are in search of something, when we are in search of some answer, uh, if you have lost something, you have to search in the place where you have lost it, not in the place where, okay, there is a place there that I have a better ambience, I have a better vision, there is a better lighting arrangements, I'll go and search there. It won't work that way. If you have questions in Ramayana, you have to, it's like saying to a Romanian person that, you know what, Wallachia and Moldova, I don't know about that. I'm a Roman. You can't say that. I'm a Romanian person. I cannot say that. If someone says that, I don't know what is Kukuteni Tripilia culture, you cannot say that you are not you are not a person who will not understand Kukuteni or Tripilia culture if you are not a Roman, if you are not from Romania. That's how I'm saying. I'm trying to bring parlance between um, understanding objectively from anything that you want to search for. You need to go to the roots of the problem. You need to go to the roots of the question. Where does this arise? You cannot go outside Ramayana, and that's where the answer lies as well. I did bring a parlance last time by saying that there is a man-eater trying to eat you. What will you search? You just use whatever that is in front of you, throw on it. You just want to kill. Rama answers it that way. Rama says, Hridista sarva bhutanam atma veda shubha shubhe. Meaning, everyone who has done something wrong will try to bring his own side of things. He will not see something that is beyond his uh, his way of seeing things. Dharma, which is the natural justice, is there inside everyone's soul. Hridista sarva bhutanam, not just mankind. It is across every being that has taken birth in this place. Dharma resides inside the heart and soul of that being. Internally, if you start questioning, am I doing the right thing? I should have not behaved that way. Our internal voice will say that. It is something extremely internal, but something that we are reflecting in our outside world. That's how Rama answers. Rama answers, you have done two big grave mistakes. One, you just didn't want your brother to take the kingdom, which is also not needing a big punishment like a capital punishment. But Vali did something else. Rama was clear that there is no other punishment other than capital punishment for such a mistake. He did forcibly attain Sugriva's wife Ruma. To his mind, for something like that, the punishment for rape is capital punishment. There is no tolerance to rape. That's what Rama is trying to do here. Capital punishment is fitting punishment. Even these days, I don't think we in our society are having, or those who are sensible, are having any soft corners towards the rapists. Something that you shouldn't tolerate is an act of force. That is what Vali did. And there is, to Rama's eyes, there is no excuse to that. That's why he killed. But these are all answers to why Rama killed Vali. But what is the answer to Neha's question? Neha's question is not what is Vali's problem, what is Vali's wrongdoing. That is not Neha's question. Neha's question is, why did Rama kill in the manner that he killed? That was her question. That's still not getting answered. I don't think Rama answered that explicitly in Ramayana. But like I said, you need to dig deep. You need to double click on some of the areas how things happen during Rama's period. The contemporary war strategies in Ramayana, with some background that I got in my business administration classes, that's what we are going to double click on. I know it's going to be a more boyish, manly kind of talks for the next few minutes. Bear with me for that. But I'm sure we will get to the point that we will see the reasons why we are taking all these examples. Let's see for the next few minutes, let's unleash or let's demystify some of the war strategies that we have even till today, right from those days. The first kind of war strategy I would say is very simple and straightforward. It is called as a head-on attack. Head-on attack is easier and straightforward. You see the enemy in front of you, you attack the enemy. Both the enemies attack each other. It's a head-on attack. Ramayana has many examples of head-on attack. I will pick up a couple of them. Rama and Ravana Yuddha, which is Rama and Ravana have a dual Yuddha. Asinaha parvadagreshu mamedam Ravanasya cha adya Ramasya Ramatvam pashyantu mama sanyuge. That is what Ramayana says. What does that mean? Now your whatever war battle that happened till now, It's all my play. Rama says this, it's all my play. Now we are going to see the real battle, how I and Ravana will do. What happens after that? After that, all the Vanaras from one side sit. They don't fight anymore. All the Rakshasas from the other side sit. They don't fight anymore. They don't feel like fighting because the masters are fighting in front of them. One side, the hero, who they worship is fighting. One side, the tyrant who is having extreme skills of a Rakshasa, he is fighting against Rama. The good and the evil are fighting. You don't need anything else in between. Rest all are joke. We don't want that happening. That's what Vanara and Rakshasas think when Rama and Ravana are fighting to each other. Head-on attack, straight. You just hit the enemy right in face of him. There is one more Yuddha like that, Sambarasura Yuddha in Ramayana, which happens very early, a long time ago. It is a history that is called out in Ramayana. Dasharatha, Rama's father, fights against an Asura named as Sambarasura. This is where I would like to take a few more minutes to just call out how women in Ramayana period were so important. Because I see all Nari Shakti here, I want to call out Dasharatha's wife was a charioteer of that Yuddha. Women were part of Yuddha. And charioteer in Yuddha, charioteer, when I say Yuddha, I mean war, in a battle.
Use English word.
So the charioteer is the most important person who tracks not only his master, but also him, but also the chariot and the horses. He has to be multi-dimensional. He or she, whoever it is, has to be multi-dimensional. We learn from Ramayana, a lady, a queen of a kingdom was part of this war. And the lady saved Dasharatha, who is her husband and who is also her master in the battle. He is fighting a multi-dimensional, enormous amount of power an Asura would have. And Dasharatha is just a human being. He is trying to fight and Dasharatha loses control. Dasharatha actually faints in the battlefield. Kaikeyi, his wife, holding the chariot, takes him away and then ensure that he is consoled, he is back to his normalcy, and then brings back to the Yuddha, the battlefield. That's how head-on attack. I just wanted to take parlance so that Nari Shakti, which is women empowerment, womanhood empowerment, is what's shown in Ramayana. That's why I wanted to just slightly deviate. But head-on attack, I hope everyone is clear. Enemy is straight, you are straight, you hit, he missed, he hit, whatever that is. The next attack is called as flank attack. Flank attack is something that you or your enemy is hit from an unexpected corner, unexpected way, or any positions. You don't expect an attack from your enemy on that part. That's what is called as flank attack. Now that flank attack happens in Ramayana. I will bring out a couple of examples. Indrajit, Ravana's son, is going and doing a lot of black magic. He is good in doing all these. He gets all his powers through black magic. He goes into a cave which has only one opening, and then he starts doing what we call as Abhichara Yajna. He is doing that just to gain powers, and then he will go back to battle, and then he shows his brilliance here, the so-called brilliance. Now, Rama, Vibhishana, Hanuman, and Lakshmana, I hope these are all big names you would understand. If you don't, then probably we need an introduction session. These four enter into a meeting, understand that Indrajit is doing a black magic kind of a thing to get his powers, so we should go and strike. This is the right moment to strike him. So Vibhishana, Lakshmana, Hanuman, all three of them, Hanuman, the beauty of Hanuman is he is so big in nature compared to others. He will always carry people on his back, not on the shoulders, but his back. That's how he is. And he is taking Vibhishana and Lakshmana on the two sides, and then he is carrying them to the mountain where Indrajit is doing black magic. Now, Hanuman thinks there is a lot of soldiers waiting outside, and Indrajit is doing black magic inside. If Lakshmana wants to take revenge from Indrajit because he has shown some magic in the past which has disturbed this side of the crew. So Hanuman intentionally understands that, and he doesn't want Lakshmana to get involved in fighting with these small soldiers of Indrajit. So what Hanuman does, he lets go of Vibhishana and Lakshmana on the one end. He goes to the other side and then tries to fight with the soldiers, so that Lakshmana and Vibhishana can fight against Indrajit. So it is an unexpected way of handling Indrajit. Indrajit is seeing suddenly there is some sounds outside the cave. He is astonished. First of all, he was not expecting anyone to come to that place. Second, he is already feeling the fear. If I go out, there is already Hanuman in this side, and the other side there is Lakshmana. He sees everything. Hitting the enemy in a way that an enemy will never understand, okay, this is something is my weakness. Only at that point the enemy will understand. That is called as flank attack. Another example, Kabanda. Kabanda is another one Rakshasa who comes in Ramayana. Demon who comes in Ramayana, where he doesn't have a separate face, stomach. He has everything one round ball. And then he has arms that is going far wide for kilometers together, for some yojanas. That's how Ramayana describes. And what he does, he captures Rama and Lakshmana, who are going to in search of Sita. Now, when he captures, Lakshmana fears. The anxiety in him thinks that, okay, I am done here. He is going to absolve me or eat me. And he starts shouting at Rama, look, Rama, I know you can get out of this, but I feel I will be succumbed because of this creature who is torturing us. You better go search Sita and then go back to Ayodhya for your coronation. That's what he says. Then Rama says, what happened? Hold on, relax. Everything is fine. You don't get agitated. You are capable. You are very much capable of getting out of this. I will also help you. Let's come out of this. They kill Kabanda. Not even once Rama says, how can you attack me like this? No. He expects that flank attack can happen other than head-on attack. So Rama doesn't complain. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is called hit and run. Very famous even today, the guerrilla warfare. You just know the enemy, you see the enemy. Before even enemy realizes that you are there, you go make an impact and then run away from that place, so that enemy cannot do a retrieval, or he has to come down to stabilized state, and then he has to re-attack you. You're not giving that chance. You just hit and then you just run. You just don't show your identity at all. Pretty famous. Ramayana has Ramayana has that kind of fight as well. Most of the Rakshasas, most of the demons who come in Ramayana does this kind of warfare. This is very, very prevalent. If you go to Yuddhaganda, there is a clan named as Pishachas or Nishacharas. They come only in the night. They don't come during the daytime. They come in the night, and then they keep on fighting. They don't if the enemy has been fighting from morning to evening, these Pishachas come newly in the night. So you don't get any time to come to any kind of normalcy. You have to continuously fight. Just by that thought, I am reminded of Rama and Ravana's fight went on for 7 days and nights. So 7 days and nights, Rama and Ravana continuously fought. That's how the epic tells us. In one place in Yuddhaganda, one of the chapters of Ramayana, it tells that the Pishachas or Nishacharas are coming and fighting. They are throwing arrows and whatnot, weapons on Rama's Vanara Sena. And at some point, the the Sena, the people from Rama's side are getting less strengthened. They are getting weakening slowly. Rama understands this. He calls Hanuman. Hanuman, he tells Hanuman directly, Hanuman, it seems that Rakshasas are doing this battle from around from the top. You take me to the top and I will try to hit them. I don't have to see them, but if I go to that position, I will be able to hit them. So we will have a greater stand. So that is what Rama says. Rama doesn't complain. Why are you hitting me when you are not when you are not visible? Why are you hitting me in the night? Rama can complain. Rama is free flowing. He is accepting even the battlefield with all the arms opened. You come and give me a fight. I will give you a
good fight.
I will give you back good duel. If you are too many people, come and give me that. Try me. He is saying that. Virada, another example in Ramayana. Virada is another one demon. When Rama enters forest, he sees Rama, Lakshmana, Sita. Sita is a girl, a woman. Now, he is asking Rama, you both seems to be like rishis or sages. Why do you need a woman along with you? And then he takes Sita and then he runs away. Hit and run. Emotionally hitting someone by taking his wife away from him. That is going to cause some serious breakdown of Rama. Rama doesn't seem to complain. Rama goes and hits him and ensures that Sita is back to his control. Nowhere in the whole epic, Rama were going through, even though going through some hard times, really hard times, 1,000 times harder than what Vali faced, never complains. Oh no, you cannot.
One more example to add with.
I have more.
You have more.
I have more.
Complete.
I have not done. So he is not complaining anything. You give me a fight, I will give you a fight. Remember, okay, I will go on to the next one. There is one more strategy. This strategy name is called siege. Siege, probably people would understand more. Hitler was surrounded by all the Russians. When you do that, you have very little opportunity to escape, or like Hitler did. People say the common theory is that he took poison and he did a suicide of himself. But
he fled to Portugal.
That's the very easy way to succumb to siege. Rama encounters siege in Ramayana. What happens in Janasthana? There is a place called Janasthana where 14,000 Rakshasas, 14,000 demon come and give a fight to Rama.
3 dimensions.
Rama is just one person. 14,000 demons against him. Rama says, Lakshmana, you wait. I will handle. You take care of Sita. That is your prime responsibility for now. I will handle this situation. I will go into fight. And Lakshmana lets Rama. Think about the confidence that he has. If I talk more, I will talk about Janasthana Yuddha. You will understand. Rama has one bow. Rama has few arrows in his quiver. What he does, 14,000 Rakshasas approaching him and trying to seize Rama by surrounding him around. Rama takes his bow. Normally, you use bow like this and then you use your quiver and then it goes out. But Rama does slightly differently. Rama does put the bow into him. So he is in between the bow. He is surrounded by the bow and he is ambidextrous. He uses the quiver, takes the arrow, shoots at one Rakshasa and then holds the bow by other hand, takes the arrow from his left hand and then tries to shoot. And he does that continuously for hours together. He is trying to create, he is trying to demolish the siege strategy. How do you demolish that? While doing this process, he is also circumambulating himself. Because Rakshasas are not coming in one direction. They are someone, when you are hitting in front, someone is going to hit you in the back. Rama needs to be aware of that. Rama is aware. Rama lives in present. Rama lives in the hearts of people. I will give you a small analogy. I don't know how much I see a fan in Neha's room, but the fan has 3 blades. But when the fan starts to run, you will startly see when it goes in the full speed, you will start to see, is the fan revolving the other way around? Actually, it isn't. But the fan is at that speed, you start to feel that it is going the other way around. The Rakshasas who are doing the siege attack is seeing Rama everywhere. Oh, here is Rama and he's trying to attack. It is actually someone else from their own clan. They are hitting themselves. Rama is trying to be everywhere by standing in his own position and also circumambulating himself. That is how you counter a siege attack. There is a top. I don't know that you guys are familiar with the top.
They are.
The top is like you just use the wire and then you just hit it on the ground. It just revolves completely. That you throw something on the top will fly, but the other object will also fly. That's what happened in Janasthana when 14,000 Rakshasas hit Rama. Rama didn't complain. Guys, come one by one. I will give you a good duel. No. 14,000 Rakshasas, Rama doesn't complain. The same thing happens again in Yuddhakanda. They didn't know that this is the return for all the siege strategy. If you have to attack, if you have to defend yourselves from the siege strategy that the enemy is trying to do, this is one great lesson that Rama shows. You spin yourself from inside. The enemies will get hit by the spin itself. So that is what siege strategy is. Not even once in the whole epic that we read in Ramayana, Rama complains. Give me your duel. Night fights, okay. Siege, okay. Flank, okay. Hit and run, okay. Head on, okay. Remember, this is a period we are talking minimum of 10,000 years ago. There was no rule of fight. There was no order or law. This is how you should fight. This is how you should keep. These days are somewhere in BC. The time of Ramayana, not even a single rule was in place is what evident to me. As a student of Ramayana, as a student of Rama, I believe no one in that epic other than Vali has complained, oh, you're using an unlawful practice of war. You should not do this way. No one complains. In fact, anyone who came against Rama, they succumbed to death. But even Ravana himself doesn't complain when Rama was having this siege strategy in Yuddhakanda. No one seems to complain. Even the worst of enemy doesn't complain against Rama or whoever who is trying against Rama. Rama was not complaining. Lakshmana was not complaining. It is very evident that war strategies were in crude shape during Ramayana. Whereas when you come like few years down the line, if you are talking about the another epic, Mahabharata, it was a structured war. So the Mahabharata I'm talking about, from morning till evening. When the sun sets, everyone becomes friends. Everyone becomes relatives. The next day, they are the enemies. That's how structured Mahabharata times was. But Ramayana time, you cannot expect. Like I said, there is no more to say when two people were fighting for 7 days and nights. No food, no breathing space, no time for emotions, no time for consoling each other, no times to even, if someone gets hurt, get some medication. Sorry, this is not an epic. Don't expect that. That is how Ramayana is. I will talk a little bit more about how strategic war practices was key in Ramayana. There is no time bound, we already saw. Strategic position. Position is also important. You need to be at the right place at the right time to win an enemy. You don't have to have major prowess in the war. You just have to be in the right place. The position and the place matters the most in a war. We ourselves had the country, the land I come from, had a very bad experience with our enemies, who took a very good position on top of the mountains. When you are on the top of the mountains, the gravity helps you. You get a clear vision. We were hit bloody nose by our enemies, but we gave them rightfully back our strength. We showed our strength, and we were able to win that. Nevertheless, position is important. Rama, when fighting against Ravana comes in a nice chariot. Rama is standing on the ground. He is giving the battle without any chariot.
Back.
Indra, the lord of Devas, the lord of all the gods, try to convince Rama and he gives his chariot to Rama, thinking that chariot will help. Rama didn't say no. Rama accepts, like I said, he accepts whatever comes his way, but he doesn't demand. He doesn't say, no, this is not the right way. I should be given a chariot. He doesn't complain. No one complains. Against Rama, no one complains. Rama never complains. He was given a chariot, he used it, and then he won. Even without the chariot, Rama would have won. It's not that the chariot is important, but Indra felt positioning is important. Rama should be at the same level as Ravana, so that the duel can be equal. That's what the god of gods thought, and he gave. I'm just going slightly deviated. Not only Rama, let's take two more examples. Hanuman, the famously called as monkey god, although I would not like to use that. But Vanara, Hanuman, he is doing a battle in the epic against the Rakshasas, the demons. When he does that, he is not expecting he should have one bow, he should have one gada, he should have another weapon in his hands. He says, it is not my words, he himself says, whatever is there in here will be my weapon. He takes a big tree and puts it on top of all the Rakshasas. He takes a big stone and puts it on. He uses enemies also as weapons. How someone comes to him, he breaks him into two and then throws on people. That is how Hanuman is. Hanuman is not complaining. Look, you're 50,000 people, 5,000 people with all the arrows, javelins you're trying to use against me. I cannot be escaping all those very easily. He's doing that. He's doing that smartly. He has that ability to not complain because he feels his strength is he himself. He doesn't want a separate weapon in his hand to do a battle. That's how Hanuman thinks. Well, I've spoke a lot about strategy, war, Ramayana, how Rama doesn't complain, how Hanuman doesn't complain. People who are looking at 30,000 feet, they will not understand what is the ground reality. People will start questioning even the slightest of things without understanding the ground reality. Rama was standing in the grounds, literally and also figuratively, and he is capturing our hearts just by he being himself. With that, I will take a pause here. I want to conclude with only one last sentence. Please
don't conclude.
You need to be louder.
Okay, I don't want him to conclude here. There's one important thing that we all should know, as in what happens before Vali Yuddha, before the war between Vali, Sugriva and Rama. What are all the disclaimers that have been put to him? What are all the initial cautionary warnings that he had received from Angada, from his wife, himself, and then discussing all the stateable reasons. Please continue with them. Now that you have made them understood that it is one of the war strategy and one cannot question, but a little bit of the story so that they are clear.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that okay with you all? Yeah. Thank you.
She wants me to take through the whole story. I will try to be more precise. I know I've taken a lot of Lalitha's time. Like I said, Vali was clearly someone to be eliminated because of two reasons. One, because of some misunderstandings, he overthrew Sugriva, his brother, from the kingdom. He banished without any proper brotherly approach. He had a lot of jealousiness, thinking that his brother will take back my kingdom at some day. If I have to keep him in his place, so I should not let him grow. All those thought process was inbuilt in Vali's mind right from his childhood days. So he was always keeping his brother on check. Even though Sugriva was intelligent, he was always demeaned. He was always ridiculed by Vali. To that extent, he thought that brother's wife can be controlled by him. Generally, brothers are to be treated as sons. That's what Rama says in Ramayana. And you misbehaved to your daughter or daughter-in-law in a manner which you shouldn't. So Sugriva is trying hard to have a very normal relationship with his brother. But Vali never gives his space to Sugriva, always cutting him down, always throwing all wrong things at him. Even though Sugriva is liked by people in his kingdom, he is not let to do anything good for his people. Vali, on the other hand, has misused, abused power to a greater extent. It is not only Sugriva's wife he misbehaved. Ramayana also tells he does that with many Vanara ladies who are in his own kingdom. This happened, and Sugriva couldn't stop him because Vali was having enormous amount of power. He has got a separate garland from, not a garland, a small what do you call that? Chain? No.
It's a flower garland.
Garland that his father has given, Surya Deva has given, by saying that as long as you wear this, you will not reach death. You will not have death. With all this power in his hands, he feels that, okay, now I am the ruler. I can do whatever I wish. So I will throw my brother to all the lands. And Sugriva, after getting exiled from his kingdom, he goes across the world everywhere. Wherever Sugriva goes, Vali sends people behind him and go and hit him. That is his attitude. He doesn't want Sugriva to live peacefully. And somewhere Sugriva took some respite. There are some more stories to that. I'm not going there. Sugriva took some respite. That is where the place where Rama comes and meets Sugriva, understands what had happened in this kingdom. Rama doesn't want to take advantage of the situation, capture the kingdom. There is political instability. The real clan who is willing and who is also able administrator is outside the kingdom. He is ousted. But Sugriva and Rama's friendship grows, and Rama feels that Sugriva should be the king. And because of these two reasons, one, he has been unfairly thrown out. Second, Sugriva is also facing what Rama is facing in his life. Without his wife, struggling, not able to even protect his own womanhood. Sugriva says all the stories, and then Rama promises at that point of time, listen, I understand all your insecurities. I will do away with all of yours. You will be with your wife Ruma again. That's the promise Rama makes to Sugriva. Now, in a kingdom, you cannot keep everything hush-hush. So there are some spies who got this information that somewhere Rama, the person who's come down to forest, has taken a truce with Sugriva, and then they go and tell to Angada. Angada is Vali's son. Angada goes and talks to his father. saying that, look, Rama has taken a pact with, had a pact with Sugriva, so don't be rude to your brother. This is what Angada's advice to Vali. Vali being Vali, he will never listen to any, he is very egoistic. He feels that anything and everything coming my way, I will answer by my power. I will answer by my strength. I will give them a duel. I have enormous confidence in me. That's how I will deal. I will do all sorts of adharmic or unethical things in my life. And to protect that, my power, my energy, my strength will help me. That is the rudeness that he had. And then the same goes via his wife, Vali's wife, also get to understand the same Sugriva and Rama being each other. There are some rumors. They don't know fully what had happened, but some rumors have come. She's going and trying to convince. Look, Sugriva has come outside asking for a duel. I believe that this will be because Rama is behind him to support him. You should not go listen to my words. This duel will be fatal to you. This is how Tara, who is the wife of Vali, explains to Vali.
Before that.
Before that final combat happens. This is when again he is not listening to his own lady of his life, because he wants to protect something else. His misbehavior, his egoistic desires. He wants to not, he tries to be in every compartment of his life in his own way that he sees right. Not understanding, not listening to wise words is also something wrong. He could have avoided the whole conflict. He could have called Sugriva and said, look, I'm not going to give you kingdom. What do you want to do? At least a talk like that could have helped Sugriva to understand what should be. Here is a person, he is a wounded person. He needs a lot of consoling. As a brother, what should a brother do to his own brother, younger brother? As I said, he is supposed to be my son. The brother of anyone, younger brother, is supposed to be your son. The elder brother is supposed to be father. He is not having any of those ideals. He is thinking that my life, my way, I will enjoy my riches. I will enjoy my life with my emotional blackmail that he has done. And then he has also created a lot of troubles for people in his own kingdom. No one likes Vali. No one in that kingdom likes Vali, but they will say yes, 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 sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, only because they are all fearing Vali might put them to death. Because the kind of power he possesses, he can put anyone to death. No one can beat him. If you know such a personality, then you are not going to say, oh, no, you are wrong. No one is going to say that. So it's going to be that kind of a relationship with his own clan members. With all these in the background, he goes, even after ridiculing Angada, his son, ridiculing Tara, he goes only to get hit by Rama's arrow. I know I spoke a lot, but I wanted to conclude by saying one more thing.
Don't conclude yet.
No, I want to answer.
Answer the different questions put up by one. Don't conclude yet.
Yeah. So Sugriva is trying hard with Rama. Rama has clearly made up his mind. Vali needs to be eliminated. Vali says, I am powerful. Why don't you come to me rather than going to Sugriva? After hit by the weapon, after hit by Rama's weapon, Vali says, you should have come to me. I would have given Sita in one day. I would have made a natural partner to you rather than Sugriva. Sugriva is useless. Even after hit by the weapon, he's saying, Sugriva is useless. Ravana is my friend. I will go and bring him tying to my tail on his neck, and then I will ask him to give you Sita. He will give it to you. You wanted Sita, so you could have approached me. Rama says, again, his answer is not subjective. He is only saying how Vali can never be a natural partner to Rama. It is only Sugriva who has the dharmic intentions, tomorrow what will happen? Let's assume Sugriva is not in the picture. Rama and Vali to the power gets Sita back. What will happen when Vali goes to Ravana and say, look, I have also made some mistakes. You have also made some mistakes. We both are in one front. Rama is trying to be more righteous here. Let's try to kill Rama, and then you enjoy your riches. I will enjoy my riches. I will lead a life here. You lead a life here. That is more a natural partnership. Vali and Ravana is more a natural partnership than Rama and Vali. Rama's intentions are to ensure righteousness prevails. In Bharata's kingdom, this is Bharata's kingdom, this is Ikshvaku's kingdom. I don't care I'm out of the land or not. This empire is mine. But this empire is Bharata's. We will not see whether I have jurisdiction or not. There is no question of jurisdiction when it comes to harm against women. A woman is harmed. How can you talk about jurisdiction? Vali says, I am a Vanara. How can you kill me? Rama is not killing Vali to eat him. Rama is not killing Vali because he doesn't like Vali. Rama is killing Vali because he has to stop Vali because he is doing a lot of adharma in his own kingdom. Rama understands this. I can talk more and more and more as long as we understand the Yuddha practices, as long as we understand how this land, how the son of the soil, Rama, has understood and had clarity in his vision. We are not going to understand why Vali was hit in a manner. I don't care if he hit. Someone said there was a tree there, so I can't help. This was someone's statement here last week. Very much so. It happened that the tree was there. So what? Vali needs to be killed. He is a leopard. He is a man-eater. He is a threat to humankind. I don't need someone to justify my action only because of that. I have lived a lifetime practicing righteousness. I have lived a lifetime. If that one thing is going to put as a black mark because of ignorance of people, I'm happy that Rama has that. I'm fully okay with that. No, I don't feel anything wrong has been done. Given all that examples that I gave, war strategies about Ramayana, I don't care. My Lord is unscrupulous. No, I'm sorry. My Lord is not
impeccable.
He is not someone who will willfully cause something wrong. And this land has faced rulers like Babur, Chengiz Khan, who just used guerrilla warfare left, right, and center with all unlawful practices. We have accepted them. In our history books, we have them.
Oh, we are praising them.
We do a lot of things about Rama. Somewhere in one corner, he used some strategy. We accept Krishna. He is also using a lot of strategies like this. Rama, let's understand Rama became Krishna there, and then let's convince ourselves that it's okay. It can be hit behind the tree. I don't care. Rama was sitting on the tree, behind the tree. I don't care. Whatever happens. Vali was killed. I'm okay. And the strategies were explained. I'm okay. I don't feel anything wrong was done by Rama against Vali. I'll stop there. I know I've been saying a lot, but Neha, I know you sound a little unconvinced by my thoughts here. Are you convinced, or do you feel you want to share anything?
Of course, I am completely convinced. There is no doubt about it. And thank you. You explained every war strategy beautifully. Until now, I was thinking there is a only war strategy is head-to-head or face-to-face war. And this is the only lawful practice, especially in that time, in Rama's time. I didn't know about all these war strategies. So thank you very much. Now I completely convinced. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Generally,
so much.
what happens is Ramayana is boxed and Mahabharata is also boxed. Personalities like Rama, Krishna, big names are boxed, but they are much more than that box. They are all pervading reality. Remember, both are
Mm.
incarnation of Vishnu himself.
Yes.
It's very difficult to understand them very superficially. We need to go into the root,
Yes.
go and question us. Are we understanding this right? Is this right? Do I have an answer? Probably I don't have an answer. Do I have to search 10 pages before? Do I have to search 50,000 pages after that? Valmiki Ramayana has 20,000 plus verses.
That's why we need a people like you.
No,
Because with
no,
our little understanding, with our little brain, we cannot
sorry,
comprehend those
I
actions.
agree to disagree here. You
Don't
people
try to
don't
be
want
humble.
people like us, definitely. But what I here suggest is, with clasped hands and with a bow in my head, that we get to know the roots by us, not through someone.
Yeah. I was a Neha some day before. So I learned it only by reading the epic. We want.
So my question was right because I was uh, I thought my question is very stupid. I asked this stupid
No, 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 no,
question.
no, no.
I
Never.
shouldn't have asked,
No, no,
but
no, no.
I think it was the
It's
people like me who has this kind of a doubt. It might have cleared.
correct. Neha, your doubts are to be there only for us to get clarified. Only when we raise questions, our culture keeps saying that pariprashnena sevaya. As long as you have questions, as long as you have the questions with seva bhava, Krishna tells this in Gita. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So keep raising questions. There is no wrong in our questions. Only thing that is wrong in questions is if you have a motivated question. If you have some reason to malign someone, that is wrong. If you have some intent
Yes.
to say something for the reason of doing something wrong in your mind, that is wrong. You are not that. And you should also be clear when questions comes from other side, too many things, which is questioning our culture, which is questioning our civilization. Hey, look, stop. Look, I read my epic. I know my heroes. These are sons of our soil. These are people who come from our land, and they have preached universal well-being. If you are questioning them, you better have the knowledge to question them.
Yes.
You better have. You cannot convince someone very neutral who doesn't know Rama. So they might have not studied. Most of us would have not studied very closely. We just know the epic. Some of them may even not know the epic, but we should be clear. There are people out there who are trying to take our ignorance for granted and then try to put some thoughts in our mind and then say, look, these are all something very much wrongly done by Rama. Rama has done some 1,000 other good things. They will pick up this one. They will pick up this one and question us. And this one is also only because they are not clear, their clarity, or they have some motivated interests. They want to put us into some kind of a negative route and then start questioning so that we take a foreign ideology or we take something foreign to us and then take our roots away from us. We don't want to do that. None of us here want to do that. Our roots are strong. Our roots are for years together. Romania, I was reading something about Romania. Some real old 50,000 BC old culture is there for Romania. We have our roots. We come from something that is in our DNA. It cannot be taken out and thrown away just like that. A foreign ideology can sit on top of us and say, oh, look, we have ruled you. Thank you. You can leave now. You don't have any place inside me. That's what I was trying to, by giving answers to the questions, I'm trying to make us stay closer towards our roots and not question ourselves. Where, if at all we question, it needs to be raised again and again inside us. It should be,
Yes.
it should be a process that we learn out of. Okay, someone is questioning my identity. How can he do that? Why is that happening? Is my identity weak? Never. Then why is he questioning? Is there something wrong? Is he so these questions all should come along. We cannot just directly question Rama and say, oh, he has done something wrong. Some people succumb to all these and then say, okay, this you are talking about Rama, right? I know he was someone who asked his wife to go to exile, and then she was pregnant, and so many other stories. That's another story to talk about in a different session. But nevertheless, our heroes remain our heroes. They will never go down
Exactly.
because of some foreign ideologies come and try to drive us. It is in our DNA. They are there. They have showed us how to live, and we will continuously have them in our blood, DNA, I don't know what not, just to help us elevate. Because these heroes have elevated us, shown how to elevate ourselves from worldly, spiritually, culturally, civilizationally. You can put anything. They have been there for years together. I don't know how many years. There are very many experts who tries to say put an age to their period, but I don't know. They are in us.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm sorry I took Lalita's class. I really want, like I said, it was in the cusp of my throat, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make Lalita feel, oh, I have my brotherly quarrels with her, but I do believe that her ideas of teaching are the best. And I am a beneficiary of that since my age 14, since my 10th grade. She has been a troublesome teacher for me.
But you
She's a
explained
good.
wonderfully too,
I'm happy.
just like
I'm
your
happy that
sister.
you're convinced. I'm happy
Yes.
that Rama's true intentions are understood in the way that he has shown us. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Questions.
Any questions? I know most of my talking on Rama without context could put you into a lot of what is he talking? I don't get it. Probably Lalita will bring you up to speed on Ramayana and the story of the Ramayana. It is a vast epic. Trust me, you can spend a lifetime and you will still be reading the same epic. You will still be educating yourself. Trying to go back to the roots. I keep saying that. That helps us a lot in understanding us and also elevating us. Not just stay in the place where we are. We have to grow. Every day is a new day, and we grow. Let Rama helps us. Rama is on the ground with us, literally and figuratively. He doesn't need a chariot, but the God of gods comes and says that, hey, look, my chariot is free, use it. So that way, let he give us strength to elevate ourselves, understand the knowledge that we need to gain, and also raise above our in our spirituality levels. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Lalita, over to you.
I think
Well, I have a question. Just a second.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's not. The question is, why do you have to say that you feel sorry that you took Lalita's class when you spoke with so much passion? I mean, you spoke with passion. Don't feel sorry for that.
No, I know she has a planned session every week. I know I got deviated from that, but
No, you spoke with passion. So
thank you. Thank
don't
you.
say sorry
We are
for that.
here for understanding, whether it's by Rama or by Krishna.
Excellent.
Knowledge must come to us.
You have a good audience here.
Real.
All right. Any other questions? Perfect. Thank you all.
Not. I would, as usually, I don't have a practical question. Maybe the ideas that came to my mind during the presentation, during the talks. The first of all is, when you have something unclear, go to the roots, go to the source. This is the first thing. Don't take things which are said by other people that it should be like this, should be like that. Try as much as you can, go to the source. If you are really interested, then you need to show a real and true interest. Otherwise, it's just more or less superficial. This is the first thing. The other thing is understand the context of whatever story you have an opinion about. And in this case, maybe there are lots of other situations, but in this case is the context of war, about which my opinion is that we all have opinions about. So what is war? What is allowed to do in a war? What is not allowed to do in a war? It's for everybody just to think about it. For me, I take myself as an example. Many years I had the opinion that killing is not right, you should not kill, you should not do bad things, war is bad, everything like that. More recently, I got to understand that this is just an outside opinion sitting in a comfortable place about something. So I'm a bit more temperate about expressing opinions, and I try to think a bit deeper, because expressing it's for me also in dealing with other people. It's so easy to express an opinion about somebody's behavior or what you perceive from that, but without knowing the roots, without knowing the real cause. Be it, I don't know, somebody who takes drugs, or somebody who does a crime or something, whatever. So you don't know. You just say, oh, this is good or this is bad. I like that, I don't like that. For me, it's understand more, go deeper if you can. And my third conclusion, this is due to your brother, Lalita. It comes also through your lectures, but with him, it's even more
Powerful.
Clear. The passion,
Yeah.
the passion. That's very strong. And this is something to admire. And it gave me also an idea about two different perspectives of life, on life. And one is when you belong to a nation or a group of people, for the discussion's sake, which have very high value, and they have spiritual aspirations. It doesn't mean they are there yet, but at least they have aspirations. And this drives them in a way. Whereas when you belong to a different group of people who they have an undervalued opinion about themselves. Oh, we belong to this nation, which is so and so. We are not worthy. We are all, I don't know, whatever, sinners or whatever kind of things. Then this brings completely different ways of living as well, and judgments, and system of values, and all that. So for me, it was very useful to hear somebody who comes from a completely different background, because it made me think in a different way. So that was it. Thank you.
I'll not take much of your time. I'll just say two different things as conclusion. One, taken from Aurelia's way of grasping the thing. How to be stabilized, to have a profound mental stability. How important is our duty to move back to our roots. Okay. There comes another question again by Aurelia. If the roots of a nation is culturally, spiritually, historically sound and strong, it gives a way better kind of feeling, and that I call as Mooladhara emancipation. That strengthens your root chakra. On the contrary, if a nation is built with set of beliefs that puts you to a state of, I should be plain here, I'm recording this, to a state of secularism, culturally vanishing your identity or putting you down, demeaning your identity, then going back to the roots is not the solution. So to the countries, not to Romania, to some European countries that I've visited, way back in 2014. I don't know, it is still the same way or reformed. Whatever happens with the increased innovations in technology and science, I find these basic values getting degraded only. So sorry for that, but still, in certain countries, in certain nations, I find these values very, very flimsy. Hence, need of support of such satsanga, yoga, meditation becomes very, very important. It becomes of a pivotal importance to understand who really we are, to create that strong identity makes you a person stable, sound-headed, and at the same time will not push you into any kind of blues, will not put you into any state of depression whatsoever. Because you're a strong woman, you're a strong man. That is number one. Number two is I wanted to tell Neha that being a Bharatiya, first learning the values of Bharatiya directly from the source should be our prime responsibility. Not only for Bharatiya, for any nation for that matter. You know, if you're a Romanian, you get to know the cultural music. You get to know what was your culture. You know, it was wonderful to visit that Bucharest museum, to see your age-old houses and then finding so much commonalities between a Tamil and a Romanian, you know. So going back to the roots by our own efforts. Hence, Neha, I didn't answer the question. I wanted you to go read, understand who Rama really is, not with that portrayal of television Rama, not with that portrayal.
I was very young at that time. Then I thought about it. And the last session, I recall this. Oh, this was the question I was thinking. So in last session, I just recalled why it happened like that. So
So
that's
the
why I asked.
portrayal of Rama in different Ramayanas, so-called Ramayanas, be it Bengali Ramayana, be it Jaini Ramayana, be it Marathi Ramayana or Kannada Ramayana, the regional influences or the writer, the author has text tortured certain characteristics of the hero, heroine, of the persons there. Hence, to know what it is, you go to the source, you go to the roots. So if that particular act of mine would have offended you in any way or made you think, oh my God, did I ask a so stupid question? You know, you mentioned that. If that had happened in the back of your mind, I apologize. But my honest, sincere, if it would have been anyone in your place, any Bharatiya in your place, I would have said the same. Go down, go to the scripture, read for yourself, understand who Rama is, and then come to me. So that's number two. I think I should end here. Otherwise, it would be too much of listening. Too much of listening also creates boredom. I'll leave these things to you to digest, to mentally ruminate, you know, like the chewing of the cud, like the cow, you know, mentally ruminate the cud and then process it, put things into life. That is how you learn. Put things into life. What happens if an enemy, if a person whom you discover is very, very unfavorable to you, if you're strong enough, how do you deal with him? If you're strong enough, how do you neglect him? You know, all these things. Thank you so much. Thank you for patiently listening.
Thank you.